Welcome to the channel. Today we break down the interrogation of a suspect whose arrogance became her biggest mistake. Our case begins with a violent crime that shocked the community. The suspect, a young woman in her late 20s, was known to friends as charming and in control. But as we'll see today, confidence doesn't always equal power. This is the story of a killer who thought she could manipulate the police, interrupts, smiles, and laughs at moments she thinks will make her appear innocent. But her overconfidence is actually a red flag. I understand why you might see it that way, but we have statements that don't quite match your story. Can you explain that? This is called the evidence confrontation tactic. By calmly presenting discrepancies, detectives provoke stress without aggression. Watch what happens next. Despite her attempts to stay in control, subtle signs of stress begin to appear. Fidgeting fingers, avoiding eye contact, clearing her throat. These nonverbal cues are critical for investigators to recognize. I just want the truth. You can make this easier for yourself if you tell us exactly what happened. Notice the shift in power. The detective doesn't shout or accuse. They guide the suspect towards self-incrimination. Eventually, the suspect can no longer maintain her facade. The carefully controlled questioning leads her to a point where she begins revealing the truth, little by little. So you admit that you were at the scene that night. And what happened? Each admission further solidifies the case. The detectives let her explain herself, which psychologically convinces the suspect she is cooperating, even though she's sealing her own fate. What can we learn from this interrogation? First, confidence can be deceiving. Overconfidence often leads suspects to slip up. Second, the calm, evidence-based approach of detectives allows psychological pressure to do the work. And finally, small nonverbal cues, eye movements, hand gestures, tone of voice, can reveal more than words alone. This case is a textbook example of how psychology dominates even the cockiest of criminals.